Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Media Mania Podcast. I'm your host, as always, the Media Maverick, Mike Weldon, and today I'm joined by the one and only, the Collin Parker.
Hello.
Parker, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. I hope you're staying cool on this very hot weather days.
It's not that bad right now, so my AC's off. Nice and chill and cool in my room, so I can relax a little bit.
Okay. So, for those that might not know who Collin Parker is, how did Collin Parker come to be in professional wrestling?
Collin Parker is who I am, in all honesty. I'm just a kid from Queens who has a dream and wants opportunities and is willing to go to the extreme lengths that he's been taught to go to just to get them. I mean, I don't play a character. I play myself.
Okay. So, you being from Queens, New York, I'm sure you're a proud New Yorker right now, since the New York Knicks just won the NBA championship.
Where are my keys? The night they won, I went over to Dick's, got myself a lanyard. Couldn't stop myself.
Okay. So, how long has Collin Parker been in professional wrestling now? And what has your journey been like so far?
So I've been wrestling for, I want to say, July, 2.5 years. Which, saying that back, it's kind of crazy. And the journey's been ups and downs, highs and lows, peaks, valleys. But that's with anything you do in life, you know?
Of course.
So, I mean, the road's bumpy, but I'm still getting to where I want to go, and that's to a wrestling show. So I just want to wrestle.
So in the 2 years you've been in the business, have you gotten to go to seminars or share a locker room with any big name people?
Seminar I have attended was the WWE ID tryout at Battle Club, hosted by Gabe Sapolsky.
Okay.
He gave us a lot of information about what the WWE is looking for in terms of ID talent, and what to what they look at to even consider you for being ID.
Okay.
Notable people I've shared locker rooms with. I've shared my first show. I shared a locker room with Homicide.
To live and die in LAX.
Yep. I'm trained by the Grim Reaper. So I see him every week. I shared a locker room with Chavo Guerrero. This weekend, I was just on GCW. I shared a locker room with Nick Gage, Joey Janela, Vandal 48, Megan Bain. Last year for GCW, I shared the locker room with the Amazing Red, Mike Santana, Tommy Dreamer. And then there's people who I consider myself pretty cool with that are in the mainstream, like Jordan Oliver and Alec Price, Marcus Mathers. You know, it's just it's a connection that's easier because of the time we live in compared to someone like me. Becoming a friend to Tommy Dreamer would be close to nothing in my eyes, because I don't think that would be a good mesh, you know?
And that still, you got to share a locker room with Amazing Red. He's going into the TNA Hall of Fame, so you got to share the ring with Hall of Fame worthy talent. That's in 2 years, and that is a hell of a feather to have in your cap. So, have you had a chance to share a ring with any of these talents, or do you have talents you want to share a ring with that you have shared a locker room with?
So, I've wrestled Jordan Oliver and Alec Price last year for the GCW Tag Championships. But everyone I named, I would love to share a ring with at least once before they hang their boots up, or I hang my boots up, which I'll be here forever at this point. So the clock is ticking on them.
Are there any indie promotions in New York that you have been a part of that you've loved working with, or are there promotions in New York that you still want to work with?
There's a company in Long Island called Championship Entertainment Productions that
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love and adore. I've worked with them a handful of times. The energy and atmosphere is just amazing. It's great. Um,
Okay.
the people there, the fans, the talent. It's always very welcoming. It's probably one of my favorites to work for. Loudy's Wrestling, my home company, um, the tag team champions. Can't get much better than that atmosphere. Um, I've wrestled for majority of companies that run out of Queens, out of New York.
Okay.
Wrestled now ran by Joel Maximo. We have a couple upcoming bookings for company we're debuting for that I won't spoil just yet.
Okay. I know I've had the opportunity to interview a couple guys from a promotion in New York. I'm sure you've heard of it, WWX, World Wrestling Extreme.
Heard of it?
So, have you gotten a chance to work with any of their talent?
Um, as far as their talent go, yes, I've worked with the Revolution.
Okay.
That was fun. Um, I think that might be the only talent I've worked that has trained there.
Okay.
Go.
So, your gear that you wear, do you have your gear made by someone, or do you make all your gear yourself?
So I designed the gear. I
Mm-hmm.
have a 2D rendering on my computer that I just mock up things and I send it to a gear maker. His name is Unico. He's a local
Okay.
luchador. He's been doing this for almost 20 years.
Okay.
And yeah, he makes probably some of the best gear I've ever worn. Actually, the only gear I've ever worn. So you
Okay.
can't go wrong with that.
So, when you're going to your bookings, to your shows, like what is the furthest you have drove in your 2 years in your career? What is the furthest you drove so far to get to and from a show that you've been on?
So me, Reefer, and my tag partner Jay Alfredo once drove 3 hours to Chester, PA, for a show
Okay.
at the Harris Casino for SPO. But coming home, it was a severe snowstorm,
Jesus.
so it took us 5 hours to get home in nothing but heavy snow and hail and icy roads. And it was probably the worst experience I've ever had. I had a headache the entire time. I fell asleep in the back of the car. I woke up and we were on the highway and it was pitch black. It was the worst experience I've ever had.
So you mentioned that show you're going to, and that when that happens, Spo. I keep hearing that promotion's name. I keep hearing like Spo. You should check it out. You should check out like is it worth? Is it worth is it worth really checking out like someone that's worked their show? Is it like what kind of environment is it like? Is it like what kind of shows do they put on? Are they quality shows or
They're
I
definitely
I just keep hearing
quality.
about them.
They're definitely quality. I don't know if they run SPO shows anymore. I know they brought back Pro Wrestling Unplugged, and I think they use Pro Wrestling Unplugged as an outlet for like the SPO branding.
Okay.
But it's definitely worth the check out. It's quality talent, good energy, good match quality. You can't go wrong. It's one of the original, or it's not the original, one of the older indies that they brought back, ran by great people. It's a recipe for success in my book.
Okay. Do you ever plan on going like further than PA, New York? Like I know you're from Queens. You ever plan to like go like further, like Ohio or anything like that? Because like there's a lot of great shows. Like I'm based in Ohio, and I'm sure you've seen JCW. They run a lot in
Yeah,
nowadays. I'm sure you'd love to work for them, and they
I
come to
would.
Ohio quite a bit.
So I have the contact information for Memphis Wrestling.
Oh, okay. That's my.
Um,
I'm originally from Tennessee. I moved to Ohio. I'm originally from Memphis.
one of my good friends is from Memphis, so he got the information for me. But it's just a matter of like being able to make it out there, and that's with anywhere. Like I would love to wrestle in Florida. I would love to wrestle in like Arizona, Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, Detroit is a dream city for me. I love Motor City Machine Guns. The reason I love tag team wrestling. So to wrestle in Detroit is just a check on the bucket list.
Oh yeah, I I literally just got done a couple of days ago interviewing an indie talent from Detroit, and he just had nothing but good things to say about the indie scene there. I don't know if you've heard of him. His name's Atlas Hightower.
I haven't.
Awesome.
I have a friend named Gran Torino. I'm not sure if he's Canadian or from Detroit because he's very cryptic, and I can't put a finger on where he's from. But he's wrestling primarily in Detroit, but then he also does so many shows in Canada. So I'm so confused.
Yeah.
But check him out. He's great talent.
Okay. Yeah, like, and Atlas was telling me like the indie scene there, just like it's not giving enough love. Like there's so much hidden talent there.
I believe it.
So, are there any ways that fans can support Collin Parker? Like, do you have like merch, like T-shirts?
Yeah.
Like, do you have a website for people to buy your merch from?
I got a pro wrestling tees. It's the sensation Collin Parker. I got some pretty great designs up there. Some made by me, some I had a little help from some friends. But definitely worth it. As of right now, I only have T-shirts. I got to work on getting a separate website because Pro Wrestling Tees doesn't let you have like stickers or anything like that. They're strictly just shirts for now. So I'm locked behind just shirts. So Pro Wrestling Tees, the sensation Collin Parker. It's a good time.
So for those that might not know, like that are trying to get on the Pro Wrestling Tees, what is it like trying to get onto there? Like having your merch put on there? Like what is the process like?
It's a quite simple process. You look up Pro Wrestling Tees, sign up form, I think it would be, and then you just put in your information, and they ask for your like Twitter, your Instagram, your TikTok, and like your YouTube handle, just to verify that you're an actual wrestler. Like you can apply as a company, a wrestler, a manager, a ref, but like they just check your credentials to make sure that like you're in the business to be on like the website.
Like, see, because I've heard people say you have to have so X amount of followers on here, on there, and whatever.
They might require 1,000.
Okay.
But it might be 1,000 added up. I'm not sure.
Okay, and that leads me to my next question. I'm sure you have your own answer for it. I've had different answers from everybody. We live in the digital social media age. Would you say that social media nowadays plays a bigger role in the professional wrestling than it did 10, 15 years ago?
So you know the saying, cash is king, when talking about physical money?
Mm-hmm.
In this term, social media is king. There's no way to succeed in wrestling today if you're not actively on social media. Social media is such a wide variety of space that you can be in New York like me, and you can make a fan in like South Africa just through social media,
Of course.
So it's like if you're not on social media actively pushing, and I struggle with pushing my content because I'm a busy man. I take care of some stuff. So it's like,
of course,
I can't stay on top of it all the time. But when I do, I try my hardest to push as much as I can because it's about connection, and you want people to feel that connection between you. Even in the case of, I don't want to say a parasocial relationship, but more like the people can understand where you're coming from and what you do and what you present to wrestling, to see what you can do and get them invested in you before they see you at a show or after they see you at a show, so they get more invested in you.
Right. Because I'm gonna use a great example. Oh my God, I've never seen him at a show in person yet, but I love everything he posts on his social media. Richard Holiday.
Richard
I
Holiday
love
is
everything he does.
great. Richard Holiday, Ben Bishop, Tommy Invincible, they're all social media
Oh,
geniuses.
Tommy Invisible. Oh, we got to bring up Tommy Invisible.
You look, say what you want about Tommy Invincible, his work ethic and the energy he puts into who he is and what he does and how he does it is undeniable.
I'll give him that. I'm a Holiday fan. I love how Richard Holiday picks on him. I love it. I'm sorry.
I I do
I'm
too.
a fan. So I was we got to bring up Tommy Invisible. Yeah, where's Richard Holiday when you need him?
If only I had that
Oh.
answer.
So do you have a certain style that you love to do in the ring? Like I'm sure you see there's strong style, there's lucha libre, then you have like your grappling and all that. Like, do you have a style that you love the most when you're in the ring, or do you like just base
Um,
it off who you're with in the ring?
so I wouldn't want to put a label on a favorite style,
Okay.
but I love the older generation of wrestling, like the School of Hard Knocks. I guess you would call it strong style.
Okay.
But other than that, I would love to dive deeper into like pure wrestling. I love Catch as Catch Can. I love Jonathan Gresham, Lee Moriarty, Zack Sabre Jr., Nigel McGuinness, Brian Danielson, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's catch wrestling is so pleasing to the eye
Of course.
that it's undeniable that that's what I want to do eventually. It's just a matter of getting there and figuring out how the style I wrestle now, which is an all arounder pretty much. I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
How I can translate what I do now into that style of sport, I should say.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I get that. So, are there any kind of matches that you want to like partake in? Like, there's so many different kinds of matches. Like, you have the death match wrestling. You have like an Iron Man match. You have a submission match. You have steel cage, Hell in a Cell, Money in the Bank. Like, are there any matches that you want to like? And I've seen these indie promotions. They make their own versions of their Money in the Bank events and all that. Or there's like the Ultimate X and TNA. Like, are there any matches like that that you would love to be a part of?
So I could tell you, I would never. I'd be completely okay with not ever doing a death match.
Yeah.
I'm not against deathmatch wrestling. I
Hmm.
just personally wouldn't do a death match because that's not how I want to portray what I do. I'm a
No.
wrestler. I want to wrestle. If I
Of
wanted to
course.
fight, I go to a bar. You know.
Of
But
course. Of course.
you said it, like the Ultimate X, like growing up in the 2000s. It's like that was the match at the time. There was nothing like it.
Hmm. No.
The X division as a whole, it was so unique. Like you
Hmm.
couldn't go wrong with liking the X division as a
No.
fan. Steel Cage would be fun. A Last Man Standing, an Iron Man. That's probably it.
Okay.
Dog collar match maybe, but I won't hold my breath on any of those.
And I can't fault you for not wanting to do the death match. That takes a whole different breed of wrestlers. It takes a whole different breed. Like you got those whatever those things they stick in your head.
The
Oh
skewers,
God. Yeah,
yeah.
cures,
And
pizza cutters.
I made a promise to my mom that this face will go untouched when it comes to blood.
Yeah.
So I gotta keep my promise to mama.
So in your 2 years, you have yet to like be busted open in 2 years. That's
Um uh technically busted open, no. I've never
no.
been cut, never any of that. I was my nose was landed on. Then my
Okay.
nose just started bleeding, but that was about
Okay.
it. Yeah, nothing.
That's crazy. I hope you were able to keep that promise because stuff happens in wrestling.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I told her, I'm like, look, I can't promise it'll never happen, but I will never do it purposely.
Of course, of course. So,
Like if a chair gets swung at my head and it hits the wrong place, that's not my fault.
no. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised. Like, chair shots to the head. Oh, God, that. I've seen some nasty chair shots. Like, I've seen them in person and just watching it on TV. I'm like, how? Like, how would you? Oh, God, that had to hurt. So, for the rest of 2026, are there any big plans for Collin Parker? Like, do you have any big matches coming up? Like, do you have any promotions? Like, I know you said you have a promotion you're debuting for. You're not going to say the name or anything yet, but like, what's it looking like for the rest of 2026 for Collin Parker?
Um, so we have 2 bookings as of right now to fill out August and October. But in between now and December 31st, we're kind of smooth sailing. You know, things will pop up and we'll get more and we'll figure out things a little better and get these bookings. But other than that, you just gotta watch because we must show up anywhere and everywhere.
Okay, so where okay, we talked about your merch. Where can fans? I know you're on Instagram. Is there anywhere else that fans can go drop you a like or follow?
So
Like,
we got me on Instagram, and I don't remember my Instagram handle. Instagram is the_Collin_Parker. My Twitter, my X is the Collin Parker. My TikTok is the Collin Parker. My YouTube is Collin Parker.
Okay.
I
So
think that's everything.
do you post? Where do you post a lot of your highlight? Like, where do you post most of your like highlights if you want to go catch highlights of your matches?
Instagram is probably the best place.
Okay.
Actually, I have an edit up on my account that I do need to get remade with some new clips. So that should be
Well,
done within.
I can put you in touch. Remind me. I will get you in touch with a guy. I know a guy who can do some stuff for you. He makes fire.
Got you.
So, what would you leave our viewers with? Like, if they want, like, if they watch this episode and they're like, hey, I like this guy's story. Like, if he's been in 2 years, maybe I can. Like, if they've been wanting to get into it, like, if they've been wanting to become a wrestler and they've just been hesitant, what would you leave them with?
If you're gonna do it, you have to commit. Wrestling is a big commitment. It's a lot of fear that you can't let get in your way. It's passion that you need to follow through, or it's not gonna follow you back. I've seen people come, I've seen people go just because they were too nervous to do something. You know, like I helped train some students, and you see the fear in their eyes because they're nervous. I tell them, I go, you have to either be in it or it's going to be hell for you.
Okay.
It's just you get past that first set of fear and you'll start to understand. And then over time, I'm kind of starting to realize it now is eventually you'll get it. And I can't explain what it is, but you'll get it. Like you'll understand it.
Okay. So, my last question for you, Collin, like, I'm sure you have your own story of how it came to be. Like, the music you come out to when you come out through that curtain. Like, how did you choose your interest music? Like, did someone say, "Hey, you should try this song," or did you just listen? Like, did you just pick a song that you knew would
So,
work for you?
are we referring to the tag team theme or the singles theme? Because I don't think you've heard the singles theme.
I haven't heard the singles theme. I've only heard the tag theme.
All right, so I'll give you both. The singles theme I use is the anthem by Good Charlotte. I just love Good Charlotte. I'm going to see them in August. Can't go wrong.
Okay.
So the tag theme, I'm sitting in a Discord call with my friends, and I'm like, hey guys, I need a singles theme. Can't figure anything out. So me and my friends make a playlist, and my friend puts Tea Time in there, and I'm like, oh, I like that. I might use that. And then I'm told that I'm being put into a tag team, and I was like, all right, great. So I talked to Jay. I go, hey, how do you feel about this? He goes, that's great. Let's use it.
Okay.
So it was just a matter of I didn't know what to use for a singles theme. Hey, check this out. Oh, I like that. Hey, Jay, do you like this? He goes, yeah, that's great. And then Tea Time was born.
Okay. Hey, I've I've heard of I've heard of other stories. Like I've heard some similar stories to that. Like I just popped like one person told me that it just popped in their head. So I get that. So oh you you've been in the business for 2 years. I'm sure like everyone has their own training regimen they do like to keep themselves in shape. Do you have a diet regimen or a training regimen? And like what if you do have a diet regimen? Do you have like a cheat day where you like eat something you wouldn't usually eat when you're training?
So I don't have a regimen. I don't have a diet. I go to the gym twice a week, which I probably should start going to the gym more often. Um, but I don't watch what I eat. Um, I have cut back on how much I eat though.
Uh-huh.
So like I used to eat like 2 times, 3 times a day with snacks in between. Now I'll eat like twice a day with maybe like a single snack in between.
Okay.
But it's
So
just a matter of like knowing how my body's gonna react and how my body's gonna keep going. Like I've gained weight in the past 2 years, but I've also lost more weight over the past 2 years.
yeah. Okay. So say you're leaving a show, it's late at night. Do you have like you're tired, you're hungry after a show. What is Collin Parker's go-to meal after a show?
McDonald's
Okay.
or
Okay.
Wendy's.
What's the order?
McDonald's, it's a 20-piece with a large fry, an orange iced tea with no ice, and if I'm feeling froggy, I'll get a chicken sandwich, but with just bacon. So it's just chicken and bacon.
Okay, okay.
At
Chicken and bacon.
Wendy's, it'll be a chicken sandwich meal, large, again orange iced tea with no ice, and a 10-piece nugget.
No ice, you're a madman. You're a madman with no
So,
ice.
so I enjoy my drinks. So the ice melts before I finish the drink, so it ruins the drink.
Okay.
So I'd rather just not have ice in it, so I can maintain my nice drink.
Okay. Okay. He is against ice, ladies and gentlemen.
I
He has
hate
a thing.
ice.
He's against ice and drinks.
Yes.
I should
I
say
mean,
that.
no. I mean, I'm against ice. I won't
Yeah.
specify. I'm
So okay.
ambiguous.
Okay. So when you're at a show and you're getting ready to go out to your match, do you do any right before you go out through that curtain? Do you have like something you do like do you listen to a song to get you in that headspace before you go out through the curtain? Do you like I've heard some people say they do a couple push-ups before they go out through the curtain, or that they pray before they go out through the curtain. Like, do you have anything you do before you go through the curtain?
Normally, I'll have music on while I gear up and like just
Okay.
hang out. But before a match, I usually just talk to myself, kind of like help
Okay.
myself realize what we're about to do, and I talk to my grandfather, and that's about it.
Okay. I can I can definitely understand that. Like, there's everyone has their own little thing they do before they go to the match. And how are like do you get to shows? I'm sure like everyone has their what thing they do when they get to a show. Do you get there super early, or do you get there like not super early, like to help set up the ring and all that?
So it depends what time they tell me I need to be there. Like if call time
Okay.
3 o'clock, I'll aim for 3 o'clock, but there's no promise. Like I get there in
Yeah.
time, it's traffic and all that.
Okay.
So it's like I'm usually there to help set up the ring. That's just like a common courtesy,
Yeah.
all hands on deck type stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, if call time is 3 o'clock, I'm there at 3 o'clock. If it's 2 o'clock, I'm there. It's still
Okay.
nothing. I show up when I'm told to.
Yeah. So, do you have a set rate that you get when you go to show, like, or do you like factor in your driving and all that?
Uh, it normally depends, like what the commute's like, um, how far it is, how much gas would be. So it's a varying rate.
Okay. Hey, I get it. Like, especially now that gas being $4 a gallon. Like, it's like, got to factor that in.
Yep.
So I want to thank my amazing guest, Collin Parker, for coming on the show today. And I've appreciated, I get to hear how Collin Parker came to be in professional wrestling. And I love your answer at the very beginning. You're not playing a character, you're just being yourself. I love that. I love that. So, and I can't wait to see what you do for the rest of 2026. I can't wait to see what you and your group get, like you and your tag team get to do for the rest of 2026. And I can't wait to see wherever it is y'all are debuting that I didn't get to hear about. I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to see it. I hope eventually Collin Parker will get to come to Ohio and get to see like there's Wrestling Revolver in Ohio. Like they come to Ohio quite a bit.
Yeah,
So hopefully Collin Parker shows up at Wrestling Revolver.
Yeah. Do you remember when Wrestling Revolver ran a joint show in New York and Jersey with the company Arrival? It was about last year.
I think so. It's just not. It's not ringing. It's not ringing that bell in my head.
Yeah. So hopefully over time I grow a connection with the people at Arrival Wrestling. That way I can network and branch into Ohio with Revolver. I love Revolver. Revolver is one of my favorite promotions, just because the energy and the way they present themselves. So Revolver is up there.
I didn't know this about Wrestling Revolver until just a couple weeks ago. I didn't know Sami Callihan was the one that ran it. I did not know Sami was the one that ran that.
He's the one behind it.
Because I'm probably gonna be dragged for this because I didn't know this. Like I didn't know it because I saw it on Twitter. When he was posting about he got released from TNA, I'm like, he said, check out my show Pro Wrestling. I'm like, wait, he runs that? Okay. I must be behind the times. Well, like I said, I want to thank my amazing guest, Collin Parker, for coming on this podcast today. Give me some of this time. I love the conversation. Have some good laughs. Stop putting ice in your drinks. No. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen the ending of an episode of the Media Mania Podcast, you know how this goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your guest. See, Collin got me off my balance.
From the top.
I've been your host, as always, the Media Maverick Mike Weldon. This has been my awesome guest, the Collin Parker. And make sure y'all go drop him a follow on social media, and make sure y'all go pick up some Collin Parker merch from Pro Wrestling Tees. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch us on the flip side.